All right, so we've got a couple of Benchmates here from my buddy Gil over at Wild About Sporting Goods. All that stuff will be down in the description. But this, we've got the autoimmunity and the partial immunity. These are both automatics. They both have CPM M4 blade steel. I'm not going to go through all of the specs and details. I have done a video on the full immunity, which is the normal sized guy here. I have not done a full video on the partial immunity, but you know, it is what it is. I don't know. It's basically the same knife, just smaller. And these two are automatics. I think they're okay, but they're not my fave. They're too small for me in general. The partial immunity is California compliant, California legal, if you will, at 1.99 inches. In California, for an automatic knife to be legal, it must be under 2 inches. They don't say, it's a weird wording that it must be under 2 inches. Why don't they just say 2 inches? Like, it's just weird the way the law is written. These both do have safeties, which work both to keep it locked open as well as locked closed. Although I'm not sure. One, I am not a big safety person on my automatics regardless, okay? I have the Red Horse one here handy, which, yes, in your pocket, you could potentially depress the fire button. I'm not sure you're going to, in your pocket, pull back on the access lock. It doesn't take a lot, though. I'm not going to call it a hair trigger, but it doesn't take a lot. So maybe as you are putting it into your pocket, if it hangs up on your jeans, it could pop open now that I am handling it a little bit more. So maybe on this case, the safety is worthwhile. So here is the full immunity. This is the auto immunity. So it is the full-size version. It comes in multiple colors. I believe, I don't remember if they had multiple blade options or not, but they all do come with the lanyard and the bead, which is handy because how it rides in your pocket and whatnot, I think the lanyard is a good option and a good thing. And I'm not a lanyard person, but I would probably carry it with the lanyard in this one just because of its size, how it deploys from the pocket, and things like that. So because it's a Benchmade, I will talk about the price for just a moment, and you guys can discuss it in the comments down below. The thing I found odd or interesting was that Gil has these on his website for the exact same price. $292 and change, $292 and change. For the non-auto version, you're looking at $270. So for 20 bucks more, you get an automatic. I'm not a big automatic fan. I own a couple. I own that Red Horse one specifically because, well, it's Ed. It's Red Horse Knife Works. I have a bit of a Hellraiser problem. So, of course, I had to get an automatic version. Anyway, what I don't have in the Hellraiser lineup is the just titanium mid-frame version, or mid-frame, mid-tech version. I don't have one of those, but that's okay. I'm not looking for one, so please, Professor EDC or any of you other guys that send me links to ones, don't send me a link to it right now. I have something else that might be in the works I'm buying. Shh, don't tell anybody. I'm supposed to be responsible now that I've bought a house, but there is something. So let me give you a couple of just quick size comparisons. This is really more of just a discussion about these. I'm not sure what I think about well, I don't really like them. They're too small. I'm not a huge automatic fan. Gil sent it in. I like to show what Gil sent. Guys, I like to share all the knives. So that's what I do. And I think that's one of the things that makes me a little different than the other channels is I review things or talk about things that I don't like. This is not a full review, but I did a full review on the full immunity. This is the VC Edge interface. Because I pulled out the Hellraisers. So I do full videos on things I don't like because that's what I think means of integrity is just, sharing and talking about objectively things that I don't like. So it's deep carry pocket clip. I wish they would do countersunk screws. That's just a Benchmade thing in general. I think there's a lot of uses for this because let's be honest, how much of our blade are we really using? Do we really need much more than 2 inches? I don't know. Like, and we can go crazy and we can go ginormous. Like, obviously this isn't super practical, not using it for a lot of things, but I love it. I love it. But do we really need in our daily, and I'm talking about mission specific. Like if you're a hunter and you're going out skinning and whatnot, going out camping and doing bushcraft and things like that, yes, you need a bigger knife. For us office warriors, keyboard warriors that are going to and from an office, I work from home, so I don't ever leave this room. But do we need anything bigger than this to open boxes? Cut your salami? Cut some cheese? I don't know. Maybe they're onto something. Maybe the smaller knives are really the way to go. Let me know your thoughts down below on that. Let's have a discussion about blade lengths. Maybe I'll do a whole video on that at some point. But anyway, there you go. There will be a link to Gil's website down below. He carries a lot more than Benchmade. I know we give Benchmade a hard time for pricing because they're out of this world and they're ridiculous. But go check out Gil because he's got a lot of other stuff. There's not a commercial for him. I get nothing out of it, but he's a good guy. I met in person. We've hung out. We talk on the phone. And so I do like to support people that support me. And he sends me a lot of stuff to review. Sadly, I have to send it all back, but that's okay. He's a small business. He's doing his thing. I can't expect to get free stuff. So it's fine. No problem. But go check him out. He's got Benchmade, ZT, tactile turn pens, I think, CRKT, Medford, ZT, if I didn't mention that. He's got a bunch of stuff and it's always changing. He's got flashlights. He got outdoor gear. He got everything. So go check him out. Tell him I said hi. Use the promo code below. Save yourself 10%. Again, I don't get anything out of that. It just saves you guys. So there you go. End of commercial-ish. And thanks for watching. I will put a Benchmade playlist link up here in the corner.